This is a quick little video on why it is important to dispose of wastewater properly after floor stripping and waxing at a commercial office building. My name is Shane Dubell and our company is Method Clean Solutions in the Buffalo, New York market, and we cover all of Western New York. This is just a quick little video on why it's so important, and something for a building manager or owner to ask is a contractor like us is, how are you disposing of the water after you strip and wax our floor? And wax is usually how most people is the word most people would use, not in the industry. But actually nowadays most floor finishes are no longer wax. They're actually polymers and are created in a factory. Now mainly what we are talking about is VCT or vinyl tile, and these are those 12 by 12 squares that you often see in cafeterias, restrooms, hallways. This is the traditional vinyl flooring that people purchase and bring in a floor stripping and waxing service. Now most services, what we first do is liquefy that old floor finish and then remove it. And this is where it comes in, that why it's so important to dispose of that water, that wastewater that we create when we are stripping the old finish off. Most floor finishes nowadays have tiny pieces of metal in them, and I know it probably sounds weird, but it's done on purpose to create a better bond, and therefore it makes it harder, longer lasting, and in some cases it can provide a better shine. And now that we know, why would you care about how someone would dispose of the wastewater, is because these tiny bits of metal are actually hazardous. And so that way we can't dump it into drinking water or street sewers, runoff sewers, the backyard, a lawn. That we need to be putting this in like a housekeeping closet sink, something that goes through a processing plant, a water treatment plant. And that is something that a lot of managers probably don't even think about, that it's actually a pretty big fine. It can be up to $10,000 or more for the owner and the contractor that does it. So this is why we always recommend to ask this question when you're accepting estimates and bids for your building, or if you have your own in-house staff or volunteers that are stripping a floor, is to ask, well, how are you going to dispose of this water? And my name again is Shane Dubell. Our company is Method Clean Solutions in Buffalo, New York.